Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heel Turn, our live weekly wrestling show and the official podcast of ProWrestling.Cool.
It's not just cool, it's still really fucking tired from this weekend.
Well, time to wake up because we're here to talk about professional wrestling because there's a lot of it.
No, time to go back to sleep. Bye.
Nope. Sorry, too bad. We gotta talk about the NXT TakeOver New Orleans, WrestleMania New Orleans,
34.
Raw after New Orleans, SmackDown after New Orleans, 205 Live while people are falling asleep in New Orleans. An episode of NXT that was also in New Orleans. And of course, this podcast is not New Orleans. We're in New York and Philadelphia. I'm Owen, joined as always by Sleepy John.
Joined as always by everybody out there on the... I don't have a pun for this sleepy internet. I don't know. That wasn't very cool.
It was not that cool at all.
Oh, man. I thought you were going to tell me it was and make me feel at least a little bit better.
Sorry.
Jerk. Anyway, we are streaming live over at twitch.tv/ozoneonline and on YouTube somewhere. I don't know. Search ProWrestling.Cool. You'll probably find it. Or don't. I don't care. Either way, we're monitoring both our chats at those places and our Twitter at The Heel Turn. So send us your questions and your comments and we'll get to them as we deem fit. Owen.
John.
I can't play my copy of Steel Battalion.
Number one, why do you have a copy of Steel Battalion?
I bought it at PAX. You were there.
I know I'm playing it up to the audience because they were not there.
You wanted it.
John, you brought a giant box into my hotel and I said, fuck, how much did you pay for this thing? You said $300.
I said $325.
And you can't even play it.
Nope, because it's Steel Battalion Line of Contact, the online / multiplayer only expansion for Steel Battalion.
Well, yeah, it means you need to hook it up to your computer and do a fake LAN with it. Duh.
Yeah, but the entire point was that I wanted to play the single player of Steel Battalion.
Yeah?
So I now need to find a copy of actual Steel Battalion.
Good job, John. You did good. Didn't even check what was in the box.
I couldn't. It was high up and I couldn't reach it. And I literally had to wait for PAX to end so that the guy could get a ladder and get it down for me.
You're crazy, man. Absolutely bananas.
I will be getting a copy of actual Steel Battalion, play it on some kind of video shame stream.
There better be camera.
For 15 fucking years.
Mm-hmm.
And just playing multiplayer is not enough. Damn it.
Fair. John?
Yes, so.
Speaking of which, we were at PAX.
We sure were, and it was a tragedy.
Why was it a tragedy?
I don't know. I felt like saying that.
I had...
Because you were there!
What?
Fucking heel turned.
Wow. I was at PAX. You and I hung out. It was a good time.
We did. It was very fun.
I mean, you were busy doing other things and stuff and didn't spend a lot of time with me, but that's fine. It's PAX. You go out there, you meet as many people as you can, you have a good time. I've hung out with the most people I've ever hung out with at PAX. I saw a bunch of cool games. I put on a wrestling show. It was a good wrestling show. I got to work with the guy who used to run VGCW.
Why doesn't he run it anymore?
He retired from it a while ago, remember?
Well, all right then.
Yeah. So now he works on League of Heels with me, making dumb arenas that I didn't know he was doing.
Yes, that show did in fact happen.
It did. It was a good time. I had fun. So if you should look up PAX Mania on YouTube, there's an archive of the Twitch stream, and then a fully produced thing that I have a hand in will go up on League of Heels' YouTube channel. It'll be dumb.
It's a thing you can watch.
It is a thing you can watch. Did you have fun? I got you in early to see it.
I enjoyed myself. I will say I was a little disappointed.
Why?
Because, like, they didn't really have a lot of matches on there, and not a lot of people were there. Like, they usually, like...
The point.
And I get it. I get it. A lot of people were in New Orleans this weekend.
Yes. A lot of people were in New Orleans. But
it was still kind of disappointing that, like, not a lot of people were there. And also, I'm just going to throw it out there, like, as much as I respect and think it is very cool that they are doing a send-up of NWO Sold Out, I feel like they ended up kind of falling into the exact same trap of NWO Sold Out, which is when the villains are winning and there's no repercussions every single fucking time, it's not very fun.
I mean, there were repercussions at the end.
Yeah, but it took a while to get there.
John, it's a hard show to put together, okay?
I'm not saying otherwise.
And for people who are attending PAX West, we're going to do things a little differently. By that, I have no idea. It'll be fun, though. It won't be a Rumble, and it won't be with an N64. I'm curious to see what we're going to do. So check out that. League of Heels. It's good. I also work on it. John?
That's a disclosure thing.
Yeah. Anything else from PAX that, was a highlight for you besides fucking Steel Battalion?
Look, man, I haven't fucked Steel Battalion yet.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to tune into Video Shames for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, you kind of fucked Steel Battalion in the Steel Battalion room.
If by that you mean I got in second place, then sure.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't know. PAX was cool. I enjoyed myself. I saw some cool video games. That one game, I still really liked that weird Relic Hunters game that we played.
Yes, that I know what you're talking about, the weird animal thing that we were.
Yeah, the top-down one with the where we were playing as the donkeys.
Yes.
With the dash. That was really fun.
That was fun.
I really want to play that game more. That game was cool.
I really like that game where we were using a Dreamcast fishing rod and bongos, and we had no idea what the fuck we were doing. But
I'm still not entirely sure what that game was.
I don't know, but it was fucking awesome. I used a Dreamcast fishing rod to fight your bongos.
It's true.
I
got in second again.
Again, you keep becoming second place. You can't win the big one. Can't grab that.
I saw some game that was like steampunk cowboys with grappling hooks. That looked kind of cool.
That's cool. Grappling hooks are cool.
I played Guacamelee 2. Guacamelee 2 is fucking awesome, but hey, surprise, so was Guacamelee.
True.
There was some like tactical shooter game where it seemed kind of like Counter-Strike, but it had like a planning phase. That looked really cool. That had a neat look to it. I wish I got to try that.
We played Door Kickers too.
Oh, right. Was that Door Kickers too?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think that was Door Kickers too.
I don't know if it was just Door Kickers. I wasn't entirely sure.
I think
but
it was,
yeah, no, that was fun.
That was cool. We kicked doors. I died.
We kicked some doors. Yeah, you die a lot in that game. Not you in particular.
Yeah.
I just mean, in general, you die a lot in that game. That game's hard.
But you know what my game of show was?
What's that?
You okay there? Oh Jesus, John might be dying. I think John died.
Yeah, I died. It's cool.
But my game of show.
Coke went down the wrong pipe. It's all good.
Yeah, Coke. But
yeah,
my game of show. Streets of Rage for the Sega Genesis.
What?
Yeah, before the WrestleMania kickoff, me and Harmonix's Robbie Russell decided we're gonna play some Streets of Rage.
I played a fake Streets of Rage game with Rhythm Bastard on the show floor. I don't remember what it was called, though.
We played real ass Streets of Rage, and we got to the final boss, and then I fucking died because that boss
Good
is
job.
impossible. One hit
Good
away
job.
from beating the final boss, and we died. It was an incredible run.
Good job.
I've never like had like a solid run like that before with someone, so that felt real good. Streets of Rage, game of show. Let's go.
I mean, it's fine to be wrong.
Whatever. Fine. If I'm gonna pick a real game of show, I'll pick that game with the controllers. That made no sense.
Still the wrong answer.
Not Steel Battalion.
Also the wrong answer.
All right, fine. Game of show was alcohol.
Close, but the wrong answer.
What? Well, all right, John. What was the game of show?
Come on, man. It was clearly fun employed.
I mean, I preferred watching it because when we were playing it, I was very tired. I'm like, I cannot be funny at this time of night.
Oh, that's what you were calling it now.
No, I was. John, I only got like drunk one night during PAX, and that was Wednesday.
All right then.
Wednesday, I got hammered extremely hard. Then the rest of the nights, I just had a couple drinks, and that was it. And you know what? That's why it was the best PAX, because I did not have a hangover or feel like garbage any days.
You see, I didn't have a hangover or anything like that. I just didn't sleep at all.
Yeah, see, I made sure to sleep. Yep.
It's almost like not sleeping is really bad for me.
Yeah, you should sleep. Fucking sleep, John.
Sleep is for the weak.
You know what's not
Spoilers. It turns out that now that I'm 30, I'm the one that's weak.
true? You know what's not also not weak, John?
What's that?
Wrestling news.
Fuck.
Hitting the button. Hey, John.
What, Owen?
First bit of wrestling news is not wrestling news at all. Though it kind of is. Because it feels like it should be wrestling.
It's the most wrestling news when you think about it. It's life turning into wrestling.
True. Yeah, Conor McGregor did some real fucked up shit.
Conor McGregor's a fucking idiot.
We watched that footage at PAX.
We sure did.
And what? Who does that?
I remember when I read it on Friday morning and I just texted you, fucking Conor McGregor.
Yep. Fucking Conor McGregor.
The man decided that it's not enough to be an angry UFC man who does stupid boxing matches for no reason. I'm actually just going to become like real life Brock Lesnar.
I mean, it makes sense. Does he have a deal with Jimmy John's?
He should. I don't know. What's the Irish equivalent of Jimmy John's?
I think it's just Jimmy John's. Because they use so much mayo.
Gross.
Because he's super white.
Gross.
Yeah. By the way, I finally tried Jimmy John's at PAX. It's good.
I also tried Jimmy John's at PAX. They put mayo on a fucking Italian sub. What the fuck?
I know. That's why you don't ask for it. That's why you look at the menu board and you see mayos on the list and you say no mayo.
Why the fuck would they put mayo on it?
John, you walked in there. You saw how many jars of mayo were there. They put mayo on literally everything.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. What the fuck is Conor McGregor doing? He busted that glass. He cut a bunch of people. He fucked up that UFC show.
He's doing wrestling shit is what he's doing.
And yeah, he got arrested. And
He
then
sure
and
did.
then he got out on bail.
He sure did.
And he is going to get another fight in UFC instantly as soon as he's able to.
He sure is. 'Cause Dana White ain't dumb. He knows where his fucking bread is buttered.
True.
Why do you think he showed up at WrestleMania this weekend?
because he wanted to support his girl, and also gets Brock Lesnar to sign a contract.
Exactly. He's getting that money. He's getting that. Oh man, look, it's Dana White. Oh right, the Bork Laser's gonna be going there soon. Guess I better watch him.
Oh,
And
wait.
also, fucking here's Vince McMahon giving the Bork Laser a real fucking strong selling point.
Yeah, they re-signed Brock Lesnar to a short-term deal.
So what are the details of this deal? Do you know any?
Not much is known aside from it like most likely being a short contract deal, and it's mostly to he ran out of dates. They wanted more dates from him. Also, apparently a clause in his contract allows him to have a match in the UFC while under contract with WWE.
Okay.
So he's going to fight the winner of the Cormier fight, most likely, while still in WWE.
Sure. I mean, shit, man. Like, it's no skin off of WWE's back, considering they don't really use them all that much anyway. And also, like, remember, not to bring up that fucking company that Kurt Angle brought up on fucking Monday. Although, in fairness, can you really bring up a company that doesn't exist anymore?
We're gonna talk about that when we talk about Raw. It's fucking hilarious.
Bobby Lashley was doing fucking Bellator fights while in TNA as their champion, so there's precedence for it.
It's true, just not in an actual legitimate wrestling company, because Impact is just a shit show, carny bullshit thing. So we'll see. Also, considering Bellator and Impact had a deal with Spike at the time, so
it's true.
We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
The point being, Owen,
mm-hmm.
Fucking Conor McGregor.
Yeah, fucking Conor McGregor.
Jesus Christ, dog.
You know what else? Fucking Saudi Arabia.
Nope.
What are they doing?
Being a bad country.
Well, yeah, but also, as someone on Twitter put it to me when I asked what was going on, essentially a Saudi prince is spending like all of the money to create a pay-per-view in WWE 2K. And that's what we're getting at the greatest Royal Rumble.
Well, all right then.
Because have you heard the news? They're doing a 50-man Royal Rumble. They announced some more names for it.
Oh, really? Well, who's gonna be in it, Owen?
Well, there's two important names. One being Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's in the Rumble.
Sure.
You know who else is in the Rumble?
Who's that?
Chris Jericho.
Okay, yeah, sure. He's doing boat shows.
He's also doing New Japan.
Is he still doing New Japan stuff?
Yeah, dude. He still got that fight with Naito.
Oh, right.
So, yeah, Jericho's going to be in the greatest Royal Rumble. Also, The Undertaker is fighting Rusev in a casket match.
Yeah, what the fuck's that about?
I don't know. They're paying all the money. Undertaker's like, okay, I'll do it for that much money. This show is weird, and I'm going to watch it while also being very against everything that Saudi Arabia represents. But also, I kind of need to see this show.
Did you hear their rules for the show?
Besides no women?
Actually, sir, women are allowed to attend the show.
Yeah, but they're not allowed to work on it.
Provided that they get the permission of their male, chaperones.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I know. I watched a movie about that area of the world during the Oscars, and it was...
Yeah.
But what else? Is there any other rules besides that?
I mean, there probably is, but that's the one I was thinking of.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had a list. I was like, ugh.
No, that's the one I was thinking of.
Okay. And the last bit of news that I got is WWE got fired from Impact again.
Well,
That's all I got. Yeah, I'm so shocked.
right. I
Wow.
can't believe a dude that sucked.
Yep, that's all I got. I didn't want to talk about it. I just wanted to just say, yeah, that fucking sucks. He sucks. Moving on. You want to talk about the best show of the week?
Why, yes, Owen. Let's hear about it.
Let's hear about 205. No. Let's hear about Takeover New Orleans.
NXT Takeover New Orleans.
Huh?
It was a show.
It was a show. It was a really, 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 really good show. Did you see the video that WWE put out today?
Which one?
The Morrow one?
No, I didn't.
You need to watch the Morrow video. I put it on Discord.
All right, then.
It is a camera in the desk, and it's just Morrow's mic. And it's him freaking the fuck out at this pay-per-view. Like all of his calls, he's like falling back in his seat, standing up, like yelling, shaking, like he's like marking the fuck out at this pay-per-view during the whole entire show, and it's just the best. You need to watch this video. It gives me life. It makes me think, you know what? Wrestling fucking rules, and this is why. Because I was also doing the same thing during the ladder match, because holy shit, that ladder match.
I'm gonna be honest, I was doing the same thing through like basically all of this show.
Well, yeah, I was doing it for like the most of the matches, but the ladder match was tops.
The one thing I will say, I do want to start. I want to start with a criticism because I feel like it is the only criticism that I will ever have for this show. I feel like NXT TakeOver New Orleans was a perfect example of why you have filler matches, why you have matches that just don't matter.
Not when the show's that short.
Because don't get me wrong here. Every single match on this show was a fucking banger and fucking awesome, and I loved every single one of them. It was a fucking perfectly put together show, but I feel like it also proved why you have these cool down matches and these come down things that don't really matter, because the crowd was just fucking dead for a bunch of it. They tried to get into it, but like
I didn't feel that.
I feel like there was a very noticeable drop off between let's say the ladder match and the women's match. And they tried, like certainly they tried to get back into it. Like they made a strong effort. Like that crowd made a strong effort to go the fucking distance all night for every single person there. But I definitely feel like there are moments where the crowd was just very tired and getting its energy back. Which, fucking fair. Did you see that ladder match?
The only match I felt like the crowd was kind of like chill about was the tag match. And then they heated up at the end. Like the first part of it, they took kind of a cruise control. But the rest of the pay-per-view, I felt like the crowd was totally into it. Maybe it was just me like being into the pay-per-view too. I'm not sure.
Again, I'm not saying that they weren't into it. I think that it's very clear watching it. They were really fucking into everything that was going on. I just think it's, you watch like specifically the women's match and the tag match. Those are the two ones that I'm thinking of. The crowd is pretty tired.
Oh, like, because comparing it to NXT TakeOver Philadelphia, like the only like down match we had was the Velveteen Dream.
Well,
match.
yeah.
And that was early in the show.
And that was just a poor match.
Yeah, but the rest of it, like, I didn't feel tired at all during the shows. Like, I was ready. I was like, yup, up and yelling the whole time.
I'm just saying, dude. Philadelphia was a great fucking show. Didn't have that ladder match.
I'm not gonna argue that, John.
Oh, and I'm trying to talk about the fucking ladder. Talk about the fucking ladder match.
Ladder match. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Lars Sullivan being fucking awesome and just killing everyone, throwing a ladder at literally everyone in the ring?
No, what I really want to talk about is the Velveteen Dream being a fucking idiot in the best way imaginable and just fucking purple rainmakering off of everything.
And you could see like he looked like very upset that he was doing it. He's like, I'm hurting. This sucks. I'm gonna keep doing it though, cause fuck all y'all. Like, by the end,
I mean,
like,
that's
struggling.
basically everyone in this match. Like, I don't think there was a single person that wasn't bleeding in this match.
EC3.
I think EC3 even like cut his elbow up.
I felt like EC3...
Like, EC3 didn't get, like, super hurt, and EC3 probably did the least in this match, but also EC3 was pretty fucking good in this match.
Are you fucking out of your mind that you didn't get super hurt? Did you not see him get, like, demolished under that ladder? Where it was, who's on Killian Dane's back? Was it Ricochet?
It was Adam Cole.
It was Adam Cole? When
Yeah.
he did the splash onto the ladder with EC3 underneath of it?
Yeah, yes, I saw that Vader bomb.
Yeah, he did the Vader bomb with double impact because they hit at different times. Through that ladder, EC3 was legitimately unconscious. Like, he stopped moving for a while. The referees had to take him out to check on him. He got fucked up. Don't tell me he didn't get hurt.
I didn't say he didn't get hurt. I said he did the least physical things in that match.
They said you got the least physically beat up. Like, you just say, oh, you got cut on the shoulder, on the elbow.
No, I was saying, like, no, what I was saying was that was, like, even EC3 got cut. And, like, he didn't do the most in that match, but he definitely was bleeding at some point.
Yeah.
Like, no, he wasn't bleeding as much as Lars, whose face got fucked up.
Fuck yeah, he did. You know what my favorite spot of the match was?
What's that, Owen?
It was Lars putting the two guys through the ladder on the outside, and then Killian Dane doing the exact same thing.
I was less enthused by the Killian Dane spot.
No, but the fact that he did it immediately after Lars was hilarious.
That's why I was less enthused by it. I was like, come on, guys, this is just overkill at this point.
No, the point is that, like, you didn't see that ladder get set up. You only saw the one ladder, and suddenly the camera cuts over, and oh shit, there's another ladder, and oh my god, they're set up the exact same way. That's hilarious. I loved it. I thought it was the best. And Adam Cole won the match, because of course he did.
Baby. My favorite spot of the match was fucking EC3, baby.
He's like, no,
and fucking Adam Cole's reaction of just like,
no, fuck you, that's my thing. You don't get to do my thing.
And he literally yells at him, "That's mine!"
It's true. I also liked Velveteen Dream.
I love you, Adam Cole.
Doing the purple rainmaker off of the top of the ladder. Where
Lars, yeah, no, let's talk about the actual fucking amazing thing. The fucking rolling Death Valley driver on the goddamn ladder when him and Ricochet were doing that fucking crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
But that
you
jump,
two are idiots.
But that jump.
Also, let's talk about Ricochet. Anything Ricochet did.
But John, let me talk about that jump. Because
that jump.
The thing is, he didn't just like fall off the ladder like most people did. He jumped higher into the air. What are you doing, dude?
He fucking shooting star pressed off of a goddamn ladder when it was being tipped over.
Because he's Ricochet. He's doing Ricochet thing.
Lars was climbing that ladder and Ricochet just fucking jumps into him.
Yep.
Shit was great.
This was a really
It's
good
like,
match.
I'm just going to take out everything here. I don't give a fuck.
John, this might be...
All hail the king.
This might be the match of the year.
It might be.
It might be.
It might be, but it also might be the other match from this show.
I really like the other match of this show, which we're going to talk about, but that ladder match, though.
That ladder match was real fucking good. Don't get me wrong. It's the difference between... It's the difference between a holy shit, what the fuck is happening spot fest and a brilliantly told fucking story.
Mm-hmm. Should we talk about...
Do you want your Spielberg or do you want your crank high voltage?
I always want my crank high voltage, man.
I do too. And that's why I really like this ladder match.
I think we're going to argue about this in December.
We probably are. Anyway.
Women's match.
It was very good. Shayna Baszler looked fucking cool.
Shayna Baszler has come into her own. She's legitimately great now. Not like a technical like indie superstar, but she
gets it now.
She
definitely gets it.
She can storytell. She's got it. That spot where she got her arm dislocated and she banged her shoulder into the post to relocate it.
That sucked.
Brilliant. So good.
That sucked so hard and made her look like such a fucking badass.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Ember Moon didn't stand a chance.
Yeah. She looked fucking great, though. And it was a fucking awesome match where they both, like, did some serious fucking dirt. But, yeah, no, that ending was the right ending.
Just knock her out.
Just
make her submit without submitting.
Tap, nap, or snap? Well, she went with nap.
Yep. So we got a new champion, and it made sense 2 nights later. The next match was the tag match, right?
It was indeed.
And I think it was super clever of them just letting Adam Cole take a nap the whole time.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So you just had a 40-minute match. You should just take a nap. You earned it.
Yeah, that was a good way to do that.
Then it played.
And also, it made fucking Kyle O'Reilly look amazing.
Yeah, dude, he just came flying in out of nowhere from time to time. It was really good.
He just looked like the coolest motherfucker on the planet. Like, he kind of... This is my problem with Undisputed Era. I love them to death. They're the best. But I feel like this kind of represents the problem with the Undisputed Era of they're just doing the NWO thing where it's like, how am I supposed to root against these guys? They're the coolest motherfuckers on the planet.
I mean, it works.
Did you see the way Kyle O'Reilly was kicking the shit out of fucking everyone? Like, there was an urgency to every single thing in this match. This match was so fucking cool. Everyone looked like, you know, this didn't feel like a fucking wrestling match. This felt like people trying to literally murder each other.
I mean, that's called strong style wrestling, but yes.
That's actually not.
Especially when you have the beat done. Did
you read the interview with Nakamura where he talked about how he feels like people misinterpret what strong style is?
No.
Short version, because I don't really remember the extent of it. Basically what he said was that like he feels like people look at strong style as like, I'm going to hit you as much as possible or as hard as possible, when really what it's about is making those strikes look really strong and looking like you're fighting through the pain, but it's still wrestling. You're not actually hitting the person hard.
But what about British strong style?
That's just actually fucking a motherfucker up. That's that fucking WCW match between fucking Regal and Fit Finlay. That's basically a snuff film.
It's also Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne is a bad man, and
I don't like.
I'm not gonna say he deserved to get his head kicked in, but he kind of deserved to get his head kicked in.
I don't like watching him wrestle.
I do.
He hurts,
but I understand what you're saying.
He hurts people in ways
he didn't really get to do that much joint manipulation. Although the one time he did it in the match, it was not fun.
No, I looked away. I couldn't watch. It's painful. But yeah, then he got his head kicked in by Roderick Strong. Because guess what? He's also from Ring of Honor, bitch. Boom! Undisputed Era.
Remember when Undisputed Era were all like, hey, you should join us. And Rod Stonk was like, nah.
Oh, he's like, nah, maybe later. Oh, later came up.
Yep. Well, this time he was like, you know what? I'm going to grab this armband from you and make it look like I'm going to beat the shit out of you, Adam Cole. But actually, I'm just taking your armband and putting it on myself and being like,
yeah, and then.
But actually, I did it wrong.
Well, you're also mirrored, so. On the video form, so it's fine.
I mean, it looks. Oh, yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
People get the point, but they're listening to the podcast version. That makes zero sense what you just did.
It's true. I did the Undisputed Era hand sign.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in a gang, y'all.
Yep. But
anyway,
even though Roderick Strong lost, he actually won. And a team that was not in the tournament won the Dusty Classic. Isn't that weird?
I can't believe it.
I mean, that's never happened before.
I expected it to happen.
Well, yeah, because Undisputed Era is the best. Anyway, the next match was the NXT Championship match, I believe.
It sure was, and it was a fucking great match. What a shock.
Yes, it was. I think the Gargano match was better. The one from TakeOver.
Yeah, it was.
But this was really
good. Not a question.
It played back on some of it. It was good. I think the finish was perfect.
I mean, I feel like what you're saying here is I think Johnny Gargano is a better wrestler than Aleister Black, which...
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
True. But the finish...
And we'll get to that. But that said, Aleister Black is real fucking cool. And that finish, though.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk about the finish, John. I'm trying to talk about how Zelina got caught.
Segueing you back to it.
And then, oh wait, he's got Zelina in his arm, so almost can't block the kick to his fucking head, and now he's out.
Pretty fucking cool. Also, it sounds like your cat
Yeah.
agrees that ending was dope. That was a really good ending. And just basically anything involving Selena in that match. Like, the way that she played all of those moments of, like, catching Black off guard and just, like, pulling all this crazy shit. Like, she went for it. Like, you know, and it's obviously it's all stuff that she's done before. But, like, the way that she went for it was fucking super cool. And, yeah, just, like, the fact that, you know, it ends with her going to the well one too many times and, like, basically screwing Almas out of the title in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Fucking cool.
Hope they don't break them up. Hope they don't break them up.
Yeah.
Like another team who we'll talk about on Monday.
Yeah.
Main event though. Johnny Gargano against Tommaso Ciampa. Can I just say something, John?
Match of the forever.
His decision to have Tommaso come out to no music, except for the chorus of "Fuck You, Ciampa" chants. Best move of the night.
Best.
So good.
It's so good.
No music.
I hope he never gets music.
He should never have music. He's the biggest heel.
It's so good.
I hate him.
He is the most over heel that this company has had.
I hate him.
In a very long time. He is more over as a heel than Roman Reigns.
I hate him.
I want him to legitimately die. Jesus Christ. He got powerbombed onto the concrete floor, and the crowd, after skipping a beat to be like, holy fucking shit, that just happened, started chanting, "You deserve it" at him.
True, but also I don't want him to die. How about like he's a forever coma? How about that? I don't want to wish death upon someone. What do you mean?
Forever coma is basically death, dog.
Yeah, but it makes me feel better morally. Just let me have it. Yeah, this match, like you talked about the concrete spot, that was great. The part with the crutches was great. This the turnbuckle spot was great.
The announce table spot
Was great.
The other announce table spot where Ciampa got thrown over the table and then the crowd chanted "Mamma Mia"
because he ran into Morrow. Yep, that was real good.
Really good.
But the best spot was the part with the knee brace, where Tomas is like, "I'm gonna hit you with my knee by taking this knee brace off." Oh wait, motherfucker! You just gave away your weakness, and also now I have this metal object that I can kill you with. Just perfect. Just perfect.
What about the fucking ending moment where they call back to the fucking to the Cruiserweight Classic match?
Hmm.
Fucking Gargano's gonna beat the shit out of Ciampa with that broken crutch and takes pity on him, and it's like they redo the moment where they sit next to each other, and like you think that they're gonna have this moment again, and then fucking Ciampa goes for the fucking kill, and Gargano's like, "Fuck you! Here comes the Gargano escape."
Yep.
Actually, fuck that. Why don't I STF your fucked up knee while fucking strangling the shit out of you with your knee brace?
They're good.
Dick.
See, John, last week you were like, "Oh yeah, Johnny Gargano's gonna lose the match. He's gonna go to the 205 Live." Fuck you, John. He belongs in NXT forever. He should be the champion forever. And
I've never been more glad to be wrong.
he's the best. I told you, he's the king of NXT. He deserves it.
He does deserve it. It was never a matter of I think he doesn't deserve it. I think it was more a matter of I think they're gonna call him up.
And hear me out, John. Johnny Gargano versus Ricochet. Let's go.
Yes?
Let's go. I haven't seen anything from the tapings tonight, so I don't know anything. I just want that, please. Please and thank you. Yeah, that was NXT Takeover New Orleans. Best show. Best takeover ever. I'll admit it. I'm wearing a Takeover Philadelphia shirt. I'll admit it. It's better.
Great show.
But the next show we need to talk about is the WrestleMania. And that was a 20-hour show, so we're going to just not run down the entire card. We're not going to run down the entire card because it's too fucking long and we don't want to be here forever. So
it was a long show.
We're going to highlight the things that we enjoyed from the show because I don't have the card in front of me, so I just want to highlight the things I liked. I'm
going to highlight a thing I didn't like.
Well, I want to start with the pre-show stuff.
Okay.
Is there something on the pre-show you didn't like?
I didn't really watch the pre-show.
I liked the first match, the Andre Battle Royal. Did you know what happened? Oh, really? Did you know what happened in the Andre Battle Royal?
I mean, I know because you told me what happened.
The Woken Matt Hardy won because Bray Wyatt showed up and said, "Hey, I'm back, and now I'm a good guy." So
is Matt Hardy a good guy?
Yeah, Matt Hardy's a face. Because he claps and he yells wonderful and the crowd deletes with him. It's great. He's a face. Bray Wyatt's also a face now. And he's like really wacky and I love it. And the best part about this was he was still lying in the ring when Matt eliminated the two people. And the timekeeper like paused for like a solid 10 seconds before ringing the bell going, "Wait. Is Bray Wyatt in the match?" Oh, no, he's not in the match. Ring the bell. Matt Hardy won. It was a really funny moment. Going, wait, there's two people and that other guy's not in the match. It's over. And Matt Hardy won. And have you seen the videos he's been posting online?
No.
Because he did the thing that I told you he was going to do last week. I said if Matt Hardy wins, the ghost of Andre the Giant lives inside the trophy. He talks to the ghost of Andre the Giant, who's possessed inside the trophy.
Okay, then.
Get ready for that Dean Ambrose feud. Let's go. Let's go. Like, seriously, let's go have this feud. Let's go. No?
Dean Ambrose is dead.
Oh, right. That did happen. The Cruiserweight match was really good. Did
Mustafa Ali's entrance was really good.
Yeah, he was Sub-Zero. He got a laser hand. That was cool.
He's basically Glacier.
Glacier, Sub-Zero, same thing.
My blood ran cold.
It should have. Yeah,
like it always does whenever cruiserweight stuff happens.
Fuck you. It was a great match. There was an actual crowd singing there, and they watched it and they cheered, and it was good.
It was a very good match.
Yes. And the right guy won. Cedric won.
I don't know if the right guy won, but the guy that was expected to win won.
Yep. And I thought the women's battle royal was bad.
So what was bad about it?
Because the whole beginning of the match was, oh, instead of everyone fighting in a free-for-all, we're all just going to take turns eliminating one person. And then...
Why?
I don't know. Even the commentary is like, that's weird. And then they wrestled, and then, oh, we're going to tell the story about how Absolution is running roughshod. Oh, wait, they're eliminated. Whoops.
Aye.
Like, oh, wait, now oh, never mind. As soon as we say Riot Squad, they're eliminated. Also, Kairi Sane got to do an elbow, and then she got thrown out.
Yay!
Becky Lynch got
How many NXT people were in on this, by the way?
6 of them, I believe. It was, I forget the name of the girl who's the first Indian woman signed to WWE was in there. Kairi Sane was in there. Her. Bianca Belair.
Yay!
Dakota Kai. Yay!
Yay!
Wait,
the other two?
Peyton Royce.
Ah.
And Tayara Conti.
Who's that?
The Brazilian girl that, showed up from the Mae Young Classic and was a heel for a second.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I don't get why Billie Kay wasn't in it.
I don't know. She was fine there, but I don't know. They probably didn't want to tell another story of, hey, there's a group. Whatever. Didn't matter. Peyton Royce was good. Dakota Kai was good. He got eliminated, and I got sad. And then they did the whole Bailey Sasha thing, but it meant nothing because Naomi was still in there and won. Whatever.
She brought it to the floor.
Now, if she makes,
by which I mean she brought Bailey to the floor.
True.
Quote.
True. But if they make the trophy glow, then I might be on board. I don't know. So now we can just talk about the main card and just talk about whatever. What did you not like?
I thought that Undertaker match was shit.
Why?
Look, man, I get what you're trying to do of you want the Undertaker to look strong, and you can't really do much, so might as well just give him a squash match.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have him fucking squash Cena like that in a way that's like made Cena look like even more of a jabron than the fucking like famous Brock Lesnar squash.
Yeah.
Like, I actually was excited for them to fucking do something with this, and thought that it could be like, hey, you know what? I think that if there's anyone that is like safe enough and good enough to bring, to give fucking Undertaker like a good, like, maybe not as long as the fucking Roman match, certainly, because that shit was too long, and it's fucking Roman, and he can't do long matches. Sure. But like, I feel like if there's anyone that can bring fucking Undertaker to the match and make him look fucking great, I bet it's Cena.
No, but
And
here's
instead it was a complete and utter squash where Cena got to do one move.
Hey, John, you want to know a secret? Undertaker's an old fucking man. He shouldn't be wrestling. That's the problem. He retired.
Then why are you back?
He says, I lived, bitch. And then his hat and his jacket turned back into him. And I don't know, dude. I don't like the concept of this happening, but the way they handled it was the best part because the whole time was Cena being a bully and then Undertaker being like, well, you poked the bear, so now I fucking have to kill you because I'm still the Undertaker. I saw a perfect summary of this on Twitter. Someone did 3 images from a Simpsons episode of Milhouse writing a note to Nelson about, talking shit, and then he just immediately gets clobbered in a second. That's essentially what happened. Cena tried to talk shit, and then Big Bully just clobbered him in a few seconds.
I just feel like the things that John Cena did is still not that far removed from like face John Cena, face anyone in this company.
He was face John Cena. That's the point.
I don't feel like he was actually that much of a bully. I feel like he was pretty reasonable in his criticisms of The Undertaker. And also, I mean, let's be honest, the fucking week before WrestleMania, he wasn't like, Undertaker's a bitch, I fucking hate him, he sucks dick. He was like, well, I tried to get Undertaker to respond, and he didn't.
Undertaker's like, I'm fucking retired. I said this at Raw 25. What don't you get?
He did not say that at Raw 25. That was the entire point. At Raw 25, he made it was like, wait, what the fuck was that? Are you doing shit? Are you not doing shit?
I mean, I thought he said he was. I don't know what that promo was. I interpreted
that was the whole point. It was a bad promo that didn't fucking explain anything.
And then he's like, I'm gonna. All right, I fucked up. I'm leaving. And then John Cena made him come back. And now he's gonna have a fucking casket match later this month. I don't know, John.
Like, I watched the entire thing and I just go, why are you here? Why are you doing this?
That's the question. Why is he here? And then what answer is, because he can't fucking help himself. He's gonna die in the ring. He's got Terry Funk disease.
Or he just really wants the money.
It's both. He's addicted to money. And to be fair, Undertaker still, brings in a crowd.
It's true.
Whether or not, we have to have a bunch of smoke and mirrors to make it look like everything's fine. Which they actually pulled off here. But still. Still an old man.
Are you saying, Owen, that you're only smoking mirrors to me?
Whoa?
Bullet Club is fine.
Bullet Club is fine, John. You know what else was fine?
What's that, Owen?
But not good, just fine. AJ Styles Nakamura match.
I don't agree with that.
I thought it was fine.
I thought that match was really good.
I thought it was good, but it didn't live up to the hype, which was the problem. That they overhyped it. It was a good match. Just did not live up to that Wrestle Kingdom hype because they did not give it time to be able to go there. But the post-match was awesome. It made it all worth it.
Fucked up.
Why? He's like, Nakamura just knelt down and said, here's your belt. Also, here's my fist on your dick.
God, no! That's not where fists go!
Uppercut. And then I'm going to just kick you in the fucking head a whole bunch while you're on the ring apron. Jesus, dude. Heel Nakamura. Are you ready?
I didn't know I was ready until now, but apparently I am.
After SmackDown, I am 100% on board with heel Nakamura. He is awesome, and I hate him. He's such a dick.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about him. I can't wait. You want to talk about opening match?
Sure.
I liked Finn Balor's entrance. That wasn't a demon entrance.
I liked it too. I thought it was very. So, I've been thinking a lot about this Finn Balor entrance.
Yeah, and his shirt.
And his shirt, and the whole thing they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I do really like it. I thought it was great. I think it's really weird that, you know, they're pushing, and like clearly, like, you know, I don't know anything about Finn Balor. I don't know what his deal is. I don't even really care. But like, it strikes me as weird that they're pushing a man who is ostensibly straight and like making him the avatar for like LGBTQ acceptance in WWE.
You mean when they have someone else on the brand who's openly gay?
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
No, actually, I don't.
Sonya Deville.
Is she really?
She had pride stuff on her gear in the Battle Royal.
Oh!
She is openly gay.
Good for her.
And
That's awesome.
She tweeted out after Finn's entrance how, you know, moving and important it was to have that kind
That's
of representation.
awesome.
So,
you know what? I had no idea about Sonya, and I'm happy. Good for her. It honestly, because, you know, I was thinking about this in the context of, you know, our discussions about Darren Young from the worst of the year. And it reminded me of my whole problem with that thing of, I think it's very shitty, but also very typical of WWE that, like, here they have these people that are, you know, like Sonya Deville, like Darren Young, who are openly gay. You know, the performers are openly gay, but they make no acknowledgement of this at all with their characters. And yeah, I understand, you know, again, like what Mistaken and people were saying of, like, you know, it's good that they're not calling it out and everything like that. Like, you know,
because they would handle it very badly.
Which they would, and I mean, I understand that there is not. Okay, let me address these in two ways. First, the first thing is I feel like the difference is it's the difference between acknowledgement and making it a focus. Like, you know, thinking about this in the context, you know, not to talk about fucking things that happened on other podcasts or whatever, but like, remember in the Giant Bomb Game of the Year shit where they were talking about Dream Daddy? And, you know, the Damien character? And how certain people were not, like, had a bit of an issue with the fact that, like, they didn't really talk about the fact that Damien is a trans man, and other people were like, but that's a good thing?
Yeah.
I think the difference between that scenario and, like, say, the Darren Young scenario is, like, with Damien and with things like that, it's not the focus, but there is an acknowledgement. There's an understanding of, like, yes, this is who this person is, but that's not what we're focused on. That's, like, because we're focused on all these other elements of them, other parts of them. With Darren Young, and I feel like also Sonya Deville, I feel like there is not even that acknowledgement. It's basically, oh no, Darren Young, Sonya Deville, they're totally straight. They're totally fine. I don't know about Fred that. Willard III or whoever that is the gay one. That's the person playing this character.
See, I don't think I've seen them say, oh, they're straight. I just think they see.
But again, I think it's that they leave the plausible deniability. They leave the fact that they can deny it and be like, no, it's not them. It's just this is the person that's playing them. And that's completely separate and removed from the character that they are. Because I feel like there's a part of them that is still very uncomfortable about acknowledging a fucking gay person.
I understand that, but they also let Sonya go to the ring in, you know, the Pride rainbow outfits.
Which is true, and good for them. Like, again, I appreciate the small steps that they're doing. But I worry about what the purpose is. And I especially worry about it when, again, going back to the Finn thing, they're making a man who, for all we know, is ostensibly straight, the avatar for
But see, that's the thing. about the Finn scenario is you need to remember that it's not just LGBTQ. There's also the I and the A in there. And I feel like Finn is very much in the A category. And it's like a huge step for WWE to even do that, because if you
That
don't
is
know,
true. Honestly, I am going to be completely honest. I had never even considered Ace, which I could see that.
yeah, like
Okay.
he is an ally. And
that's not what. Oh, that's not what the A is.
no, the A stands for ally. Like he is an ally for the LGBT.
The A is actually for asexual, but I get what you're saying.
Well, that's what I meant. Right, it's LGBT. That's right. It's the plus that stands for the ally. There's also a plus. So yes, that's what I meant.
Which again, I totally agree with you that I think that it is good to have a really good ally thing there. I just think that my problem is that it feels like in very much this is a very much a WWE thing and a very much a straight men trying to appease thing. They're making the straight ally the focus when it should be,
I feel like it's a first step. Like for a company like the WWE,
it is
in this business, that's like a huge step.
You're right, and I completely agree with that and understand that perspective, but also fucking.
I don't think this is a Vince thing. This is something Finn's pushing.
I'm sure it is something that Finn's pushing, but I mean, let's be honest. Who gets final say?
Oh yeah, of course. But I'm trying to not be totally pessimistic about this. I'm trying to see the positive.
I agree. And again, I'm not saying this in the sense of this is a bad thing. They shouldn't be doing this. No, this is a fucking great thing. And I'm so fucking happy that Finn is making this push. I'm so fucking happy that they did that. I thought that entrance was fucking wonderful and made me so happy. It's just weird is all I'm saying.
I know, but I'm happy about it. I'm glad that people like Sonya are very proud of this happening and it being
as they should be,
especially on a stage like WrestleMania. That's huge.
And again, it's clearly a step up from what happened to Darren Young last year,
right? Or going back a few years, the whole Billy and Chuck thing,
or Orlando Jordan.
A lot, yeah. Wrestling, WWE in particular, been very shitty to gay people. So this is I'm happy about this. I'm happy. I hope this is just a stepping stone to greater things. But yeah, this was a great entrance.
Yeah,
and the match was good too. I guess.
I thought the match was really great. A lot. There would certainly. I'm not gonna lie and say that it wasn't a bit dampered by the fact that pardon me, it wasn't a bit dampered by the fact that Finn Balor and Seth Rollins has happened, let's say, way too many times in the past couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
At a point, if you're doing a whole bunch of callbacks to things we've already seen, if a bunch of the match feels like it's callbacks, then you might have a problem.
True.
Let's say. But I still thought that they did a really good job. I thought that it was perfect for what an opening match should be. Agreed. It didn't steal the show. It wasn't a fucking runaway amazing thing, but it was super fucking fun and super fucking well done.
Yep. And the double curb stomp was real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Seth joined the rest of the Shield as Grand Slam champions, and then it made me think, I don't think that's such a big accolade anymore these days. Seems like it's pretty easy to do.
Pretty much.
I would like to talk about the match that happened after it though, because it was the second best match of the night.
I don't know that.
Name me a better match besides the best match.
What do you think was the best match?
Well, I think the mixed tag was the best match.
All right. I mean, I still I mean, I did think that the mixed tag match was better. Look, man, I still thought that Styles Nakamura was fucking fantastic.
Yeah, but I think.
I even thought the triple threat was really fucking good.
But Charlotte versus Asuka was really good.
It just felt to me like Charlotte doing her Charlotte thing.
That entrance, though.
That entrance was fucking great. Don't get me wrong. That entrance was fucking great.
You saw what it was, right? Like the whole setup was, hey, I was in Triple H's entrance in this arena 4 years ago, and now
I know.
I'm the one on the throne, bitch.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. I got the call back.
It was great. And then Asuka's like, hey, I got a normal entrance.
No, she had a VR entrance.
AR. Thank you. It's augmented
reality. That shit was really bad.
I mean, it was. I liked the augmented reality stuff. It just didn't play to the crowd because the crowd couldn't see it.
That shit was bad.
I mean,
like, you're really telling me you're gonna do this fake ass fucking CG shit for your stupid fucking VR app that you're putting out tomorrow or today if you're listening to the podcast version? You're really gonna tell me you're gonna make this stupid fucking shit instead of having like actually cool fucking entrances? Like, fuck off.
Yeah, like it would have been better if she had like.
It just looked cheap. It felt cheap.
She should have had like a full Empress entrance.
Yeah.
But
fucking Miz should have had like an actual cool entrance too, instead of like the fucking weird AR shit they did.
I don't know.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's saying hot wife was really funny.
John, that felt like a Miz thing, though. That feels like something the Miz would totally do. So I don't fault him on that. Also, the New Days felt.
But they also could have had like a bunch of cool shit, like fucking Miz surrounded by paparazzi or something.
John, they spent all the money actually giving Styles fireworks in his entrance. All right, they had no budget. It cost money.
I thought you were gonna say they spent all their money on Nita Strauss.
No, they spent all their money hiring bikers for Triple H's entrance.
They just did Triple H's entrance from last year again, but they got ladies instead of cops.
And there were 2 bikes, thank you. They each had their own bike.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, talking about the Asuka Charlotte match, it was great. Storytelling was good. Working on Charlotte's arm and then her somehow putting on the figure 8 with one arm. Get the win was.
I found this match fine.
Great.
Fuck the ending.
Ending made sense. I was initially shocked and upset, but the more I thought about it, I went, okay, good. John got what he's been wanting since NXT. You wanted the streak to end so that she could just be a character instead of her character being, I have a streak.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But it also felt to me like yet more evidence that Charlotte is the fucking chosen one in this company.
Yeah, she's a Flair. Duh.
And I get it. She's a blonde white lady who's the daughter of Ric Flair.
And she's actually really good at wrestling.
Fucking come on. There are people on the roster that are better than Charlotte.
Well, yeah. Alexa Bliss.
And I can think of many of them. Fucking, if we're just going to talk about, like, actual wrestling skill, not even just fucking character skill, and I'm not, like, even ignoring the fact that I don't face Charlotte. I think Charlotte is bad as a face. I think Charlotte should be a heel.
Agreed.
Like, even ignoring, like, the character work, so, like, let's just talk wrestling skill so, like, we can get rid of Alexa Bliss.
Fuck you.
Sasha Banks. Asuka. Ember Moon. I can keep naming, like, a whole bunch of people I think are better than Charlotte.
I would only agree with one of those.
I know that, but fuck you. Sasha is still president.
She's vice president now.
Fuck, I think that even, like, Bianca Belair is more fucking interesting than Charlotte.
Well, that's because she's new.
Even so! She has like an actual fucking thing to her other than like, oh, I do this moonsault, I guess, and I do this figure 8 that's doesn't actually seem like it's that much worse than a figure 4.
The figure 4 doesn't do much either. And the whole thing about flipping it over reverses the pressure has always been.
Hey, calm down, sir.
I'm just saying, yo, Triple H really fucking loves Ric Flair. So, of course, his daughter is going to get, like, the best treatment. Because she was born into it. She was born with a silver spoon in her mouth, and guess what? She upgraded to a gold one.
And that's how it feels.
Welcome to wrestling. Welcome to the politicking. Why do you think Undertaker's always been on top? Politics.
I know. I'm not saying otherwise. I'm just saying that, like, I don't want it to feel so fucking obvious.
I know, but when it comes down to it, it is. But at least Charlotte is talented. I just agree that she's a better heel, but it worked. And it's going to set up a really, really good match next year that you're probably going to get to see in person. Because you've heard the rumors.
It is.
I know
what the rumor is, but it's like, what's the point now? If like Asuka doesn't have the streak, like
no,
you're not gonna fucking.
No, it's not Asuka. Like immediately after this, like before the reports came out, someone was talking to me about like, yo, this might be the main event of WrestleMania 35. It being Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte.
No.
Yeah. That might be the main event.
No.
And that,
what? No.
It makes sense. It's like people outside of WWE's normal fans, which is what WrestleMania caters to, knows who Ric Flair is. Knows who Ronda Rousey is. It's kind of like the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns thing. People outside of WWE know who they are. That's what they're marketing. And now they can say first time ever women's main event. Because that's how WWE works now. It's just marketing. The women don't deserve it. It's just marketing. I know it sucks. I know. Welcome to wrestling. Everything,
Speaking
even when it's great, is terrible.
I'm gonna say 2 things that I hate.
Okay.
I thought that Braun shit was stupid. Like, not fun stupid, just stupid.
I thought it was fantastic.
I liked it more on Monday. I liked it more when the crowd got super behind Nicholas.
The whole bar I was at was super behind Nicholas. Because I was at a bar watching it with Pope and Aaron and everyone. And we lost our minds for Nicholas when he got tagged in. The entire bar, like, freaked out. It was great.
It was pretty funny when he got tagged in. I enjoyed that bit. They made Braun a fucking joke character.
He's been a joke character. And you know
but
when
not to this extent.
John, you know when that pivot happened?
When
he played the giant bass. That was it.
That was actually funny, though.
I know. And that's when they got the idea, oh, he's actually funny. So now he's just a joke character.
But this wasn't funny.
I thought it was funny. I laughed. I had a good time with this. I thought this was a highlight of the show.
It's just
some fucking 10-year-old in the crowd. Even though, yeah, I know it's a referee's kid, but still, at the time, in that setup of him just picking out a 10-year-old while walking past, No Way Jose, or EC3, or fucking Okada. Okada was there. He didn't pick Okada. He picked a 10-year-old. That's hilarious. Come on. That's got to be pretty funny. Okada's sitting right there, and instead he goes, no, I'm picking a 10-year-old.
Okada ain't no WWE wrestler. He don't know. Braun don't know who he is.
He doesn't know who that kid is either. They're practically the same thing. What?
I just thought it was stupid.
I thought it was funny when he got tagged in and everyone cheered. And then he went, oh shit. I should tag back in.
No, that part was good. That part was good. I mostly just felt really bad for the kid, just like fucking being on the apron, shivering, petrified.
I don't think he was shivering, petrified. I think he was shaking because he was holding onto the ropes, and the ropes shake a lot when you wrestle. Because, you know, if you're not very strong, those ropes, like, they don't have a lot of give, so they just shake a bunch.
All right.
So that's what it felt like to me. Like, when people run around the ring, the ropes shake. And if you're not, like, if you don't have big, strong arms, you can't, like, keep up with it.
Okay, well, maybe.
I mean, he had set up everything. Like, he knew, you know, the spot for the tag and everything. The only problem was he didn't grab the tag rope, so he wasn't legally in the match ever, but whatever.
Also, here's my other controversial opinion.
He should have kept the belt?
No. The Ronda Rousey match was fine. People were going way too fucking crazy over it.
I think you're out of your mind. I think it was incredible. It was everything it needed to be and way more.
It was fine.
I loved it. I had such a good time. Ronda, like, had charisma in the ring. She pulled off moves.
Good. Don't get me wrong. She looked good.
She, like, we were all worried, oh, she's going to throw a bunch of, like, stupid suplexes or, like, Samoan drops that are going to be garbage and it's going to suck. And it's going to be mostly Triple H and Kurt Angle. And no, Ronda was fantastic in the ring.
I mean, I feel like it was mostly Triple H.
She fought Triple H.
She did. Don't get me wrong.
That was huge. They let the men and the women fight each other.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to let anyone fight, anyone do an intergender thing, is going to be the fucking, you know, the chief creative of the fucking company / like the boss's daughter and the fucking like actual MMA champion lady.
It was really good. I liked Triple H selling when he was getting the shit punched out of him.
Yeah, Triple H is real good.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
That's kind of where I'm coming at it from. Is Triple H is real good. He's real good at being Triple H and selling things.
Ronda Rousey was real good.
Ronda Rousey was good. Like I'm down to see more Ronda Rousey. I think they made a very good case for her. I think that, like, yeah, okay, I'll definitely agree that this is the best WrestleMania debut because who the fuck else really is there? Like,
Fandango.
What's the competition? Fandango?
He's still #1 in my heart. We have a special moment there, John. We shared.
We did.
You, me, and Fandango. Forever. Kind of why I don't want to go back to that building. I won't have that magic anymore.
The point is, there's not much competition for best WrestleMania debut.
Yeah. But what about Nicholas? He won a belt.
He did win a belt.
I think that's the best WrestleMania debut.
Potentially.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought this match.
I thought this match was really good. I don't want to sound like I'm sitting here being like, "Fuck this match, Ronda Rousey's terrible shit." But
you're terrible.
I still feel like people are acting like, "Oh my god, this match was fucking incredible. This match was like mind blowing. I can't believe Ronda Rousey's like." Did you just have like really low expectations that like her being able to show like the slightest bit of competency is enough to be like fucking game changer?
John, considering all the stuff we had leading up to it, yes, very much so. It was all garbage. I was very much led to believe this was going to be garbage, and then it was great.
Being able to do the athletic fighty stuff is like her whole thing, though. That's her big selling point.
But she failed at it every chance she got.
She didn't really have a chance to do anything.
The stuff with the physicality with Stephanie sucked both times. The segments that we saw with Dana Brooks sucked. Been all bad. Good. Did it. She did the thing.
I just feel like she didn't really have the chance to do anything in those. That like, I definitely see where you're coming from. Of like, the didn't look very good, and see how to extrapolate to being like, well, she's not gonna have any fucking skill with this whatsoever. It's just, again, I feel like, you know, this is a shoot fight lady, like. Being able to theatrics it up, teach her to theatrics it up and shit, like, to show, like, competency shouldn't be that hard, and it shouldn't be that, like, oh man, you did it, you're the fucking best.
Hey, did you see Fist 7?
No.
She was in that. Can't act at all in that movie. So yeah, my expectations were extremely low because of that.
Well, yeah, she can't do promos either. That doesn't mean that she can't do physical things.
Yeah, but that's also like, you know, charisma and acting and stuff in the ring. Point is, John, I had low expectations. She surpassed them. I'm happy. It was my favorite part of the night. Because Stephanie got her comeuppance, and that's what matters. She's never gotten her comeuppance before.
I think you're fucking crazy. Styles Nakamura was fucking awesome.
I thought it was good. I think this was better. But that's my opinion. What else was on this card? Don't need to talk about the U.S. title match.
Styles Nakamura needs to win on the entrance alone.
Yeah, the entrance. Okay, I'll give you that. But John,
Styles' entrance with those cool fucking lasers too?
I mean, that was just AJ Styles.
He had a cool fucking laser surrounding him.
As you do.
I like these cool lasers.
I did too. But John,
we do need to talk about the United States Championship.
No, we don't.
Match
I'm not talking about it.
I called it.
You're right. Rusev's canceled. I hate everything. Don't want to talk about it. No,
motherfuck the Rusev.
Rusev didn't come out on a tank. Don't give a shit. Let's move on.
He did get sung in.
Shut up. What else we got? What else was on this show? This very long show.
The main event sucked.
Is that what we're up to? All right, you want to know my summary of the main event?
I don't give a I don't give a shit about that SmackDown tag match.
Yeah, it was a squash match.
That was not good.
It was not good. The New Day's entrance was good.
Yes.
John.
What?
Can we just sum up the main event?
People chanted boring.
Well, yeah.
And then the wrong ending happened, and it was like, what?
So, John, my viewing experience for this main event was I was at the bar with everybody, and I had said before going to PAX, I said, if this is the last match of the night and I'm out somewhere, I'm going home before it starts. The match was the last match of the night. I got up and I left. Apparently, Aaron and his group, except for Pope, also left for this match.
Okay.
And then I saw a tweet from Pope while in the lift going, huh, Aaron left before the main event. That's weird. And then, as soon as the main event ended, another tweet from Pope, I should have left with traits. And that sums up the match. It was not worth watching. Who cares?
I mean, aside from that ending, which I don't understand.
He hit the F5. Then the Burke laser won.
He hit 6 F5s.
And then when you think about why he won, you go, oh, that makes fucking perfect sense. Of course he won.
Is it really just to get him to Saudi Arabia?
It's to get him to drop the belt in Saudi Arabia because they are paying a lot of money. Mm-hmm.
Fuck the show.
I know. And fuck Saudi Arabia. You understand, they paid a lot of money. Like a lot.
I don't want to talk about wrestling anymore, Owen.
Too bad! We got 2 more shows to talk about. We gotta talk about the weekly TV. Because it was the Raw and SmackDown after WrestleMania, which means big stuff happened.
But also not really.
What are you talking about? Big stuff happened. What, 2 people showed up on your show. Like the most important person.
And nothing moved forward at all.
What are you talking about? No Way Jose showed up.
It's true. No Way Jose did show up.
And he did a conga line. And then trending on Twitter for some weird reason was Adam Rose.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I don't know if it was actually trending, but I know a lot of people who tweeted Adam Rose after this happened.
Because, yeah, he had the entire conga line stand by the ring and watch him and celebrate. It was like, and yeah, I watched, like, man, I am getting kind of an Adam Rose vibe here.
John, there was a bunny, so yes.
Or was a bunny.
But yes. So
Ember Moon made her main roster debut. That was cool.
Who?
Ember Moon.
Oh,
You may know her. She lost the NXT championship.
Oh, the girl,
like
the
an
girl
hour ago.
like.
Then we were talking about it.
The girl that you like.
Yeah.
See, John, you should be happy. So, for the women, you got the person that you like, and I got the people that I like. So
I
it
mean,
works
I
out.
am happy I got Ember Moon.
It's as if they
Thank
did it
you for noticing.
They're good.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They just did it because they just do things.
No, but they specifically picked ones that you and I liked.
They just did it because they do things.
Shut your goddamn mouth and let me say my thing and disagree.
No.
Fine. Ember Moon.
Fuck the Authors of Pain.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Ember Moon and her actually looking like good in the match, and then also pinning the former champion.
Ember Moon always looks good.
She pinned the former champion. Crazy.
Ember Moon always looks good.
Authors of Pain suck.
Why do you ditch Paul Ellering?
Why did they bring Paul Ellering out and then ditch him?
I don't know. I hate it.
Paul Ellering is an old man, John. He does not want to tour on that schedule.
I hate it.
I know. But yeah, no. Sorry. Who else debuted?
That's it.
That's a good batch.
We also had some returning people.
Uh-huh. Who?
Jeff Hardy's back. He's not doing the Brother Nero thing. I don't like it.
However, he did have a segment with Matt and Bray.
That part was fun.
That part was real good because Seth Rollins and Finn Balor were very upset at what was happening.
Fair.
Also, I like Bray Wyatt being this weird face. It's really good. I actually like Bray Wyatt now. They did it. They fixed him.
I don't know if I'm willing to go that far.
Did you see the match in the Eliminator, the tag team Eliminator?
Yeah, it was fun.
Where he did the wonderful and then he did the clap with the crowd. Oh, it's real good.
Yeah, no, it was fun. They clapped. It was great. The crowd clapped, and then fucking Apollo Crews was like, "What the fuck?"
Excuse me, Apollo.
Shit, you're right. God damn it. Fuck this show.
But yeah, Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy are really fun together, and I love it. And then at least they acknowledge that Jeff's normal, and they explained it, that he had temporarily, repaired his condition. Did you miss that part where they mentioned that he temporarily fixed his condition?
I didn't. It's just,
Hmm?
How can you fix something when it's now woke?
It's broke. It's also broke. They keep saying broken brilliance. They just
Hmm.
can't say he's broken Matt Hardy.
I mean, they can say it.
They can, but they don't have the copyright where they make the extra money.
True.
Yes. Who else showed up?
Fuck Bobby Lashley.
Why? Because he beat up your buddy Elias?
Yeah, but also because it's Bobby Lashley.
What's wrong with Bobby Lashley?
He was a fucking failure the first time because he's boring as shit.
He got better.
And something tells me that him being an Impact didn't make him cooler.
Him being in Bellator made him cool.
Did it, though?
We'll wait and see. We'll see if he calls someone a bath turd. That's a reference from his first run. Where he meant to say bastard, but he said bath turd.
I like that Samoa Joe's back.
Well, I can't believe you like Samoa Joe, and then now he's fighting the other Samoan again.
I don't like this Roman Reigns story.
Of course not, because they did it already.
Not even just like the him fighting Samoa Joe. Like, I like that Samoa Joe's like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, and I'm gonna kill you again because I like killing you. Samoa Joe is a cool man, and I like that he's gonna do that.
Agreed.
What I don't like is the whole Roman Reigns, this is a conspiracy thing. Like, shut up.
Yeah. Well, he's Roman Reigns. What do you expect?
Like, if the kind of shit feels like fucking exposing the business in a weird way.
Yeah, I know.
To me.
I understand.
Why is this man a face? Boo this man.
Anything else? The Eliminator
Jesus
happened.
fucking Christ, they're still doing Sasha and Bailey.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the Eliminator? Okay.
I mean, what is there to talk about?
They're having a tag team tournament and they called it an Eliminator. That's weird.
It sure is, but I mean, whatever.
Also,
the Revival is going to fight the Broken Jerks, and then the Broken Jerks are going to win, and they're going to fight the Sheamus and Cesaro.
Wonderful. Yeah?
I guess.
Okay. Well, tell me about the Sasha and Bailey stuff then. Talk about.
They're still fucking doing it.
Of course they are.
Fuck off. Just do something with this storyline already. Jesus.
No, they're not ever. They're gonna drag it out another year. Excited?
No, I'm not.
Hear me out, John. What if they split them up in the shake-up, and then they come back together a year later and pick it up again?
No.
Oh, you wouldn't love that? It wouldn't be so good.
The point is, and this is where we're going to leave off on Raw. This was all basically an excuse just for Absolution to win so that Paige could cut her retirement speech.
Yeah, I know. And
I'm really fucking bummed out about this.
But it made sense because it was where she debuted.
Yes. I'm not suggesting otherwise. I'm not suggesting that this isn't a thing that probably needed to happen and that the way they did it isn't fucking great. But sad for Paige.
Yep. Also, John,
I'm heartbroken for her.
John, we can't end talking about Raw because I added something to your notes that you totally fucking forgot.
I'm not sure I forgot about it, actually.
Oh, was it Sami Zayn trying to get their jobs?
Okay, I did forget about it.
Yeah. And then...
Except not because I was really angry at the end.
No, but that's not the point. The point is Kurt Angle telling him that TNA is hiring. Because that's a line that you can say in WWE, apparently.
It is, because TNA no longer exists.
True. But it was really fucking funny that he said that line when literally everyone's showing up are TNA people.
Yep.
Good times. And also, he's a TNA person. It's good. It's a good goof. Also, the fact that it was a double count out is fucking hilarious.
Fuck that.
Why? You know what this is going to lead to, because I don't know if you know this, John. I don't know if you heard them say it. They're not eligible for the shakeup because they don't have a brand.
I'm aware.
So you know what this means.
They're just gonna do the fucking Heath Slater story over again.
Better. They're going to go to NXT.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. Let them go to NXT. Do you want to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fight like Ricochet and EC3?
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but it's also still totally a downgrade.
Sami Zayn versus Ricochet is a match I would like to watch. Thank you.
It is, but we're still talking about a man what was the Universal Champion.
Yeah, it's just them taking a break to go and have great matches and, you know, put over developmental people before they come back. I think it'd be fun. That's my opinion.
They don't need to do this.
They don't, but they got nothing better.
But they could have something better.
But they won't. Unless Paige is just an asshole and rehires them.
That's it for Raw. Nothing's getting better.
Cool. Speaking of me mentioning Paige, bringing them back to SmackDown, the show opening.
We didn't talk about one match, by the way, on WrestleMania, which we probably should talk about.
What?
That match involving Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
That's whatever. Some guy got beat up at the beginning of the match and he came back and I don't know. Who? Who was it?
I cried during that entrance.
Yes. Yes.
I legit cried during that entrance. I was really overwhelmed and moved by Daniel Bryan being able to come back.
Yes.
Motherfucker hasn't skipped a beat. I mean, clearly, like, he ain't doing the shit with his head no more. It's probably for the best.
True.
But I mean, like, you know, I'm very interested to see where this goes, where he goes with this, what he does, what he's allowed to do. But, man, still fucking Daniel Bryan.
True. I didn't like that the opening of his entrance was Vanguard 1. That was weird. That was weird.
I was thinking we're Terminator.
It was a combo.
It kind of struck me like the fucking Triple H Terminator entrance. I was like, wait, is Daniel Bryan gonna rise up the whole?
It felt like a combination. But since Daniel Bryan came back, which you just mentioned, he has returned as an active superstar, which means he is no longer GM. And
it's true.
Just like the last GM, they bring in someone who just retired from in-ring competition. So Paige abandoned Absolution. Now she's GM of SmackDown.
Makes sense.
And she said, hey, guess what, motherfuckers? I'm going to make Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles the main event. What up? And everyone cheered. You know what else was an important thing that happened on SmackDown?
What's that?
The fact that Charlotte came out and cut a promo about how she beat Asuka, and the match was fucking great, and she wants to know who she's gonna make magic with next. And then the Iconics came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's spelled Iconics with 2 I's.
Why?
Because on the entrance, on the 2 I's, are the silhouettes of the 2 of them holding hands. It's real. The logo is really good.
Sure.
They're the Iconics, and they're still fucking weird as shit. Because Peyton Royce says, "You look for magic, and I just happen to know 2 wizards. And now we're going to beat the shit out of you because fuck you." And they did. They did an extended mauling of Charlotte, and it was really, really, really satisfying. And then halfway through it, I figured out why they were doing it. And it was perfect. Because as soon as they left, Carmella came out with her briefcase. And this had to be one of the funniest cash-ins I've seen.